How can you meditate when there are two souls crying for your attention? I'm glad that I've finished my 5 minutes of meditation. Now, in my meditation, I come up with a brief guide how to make a new habit, say a habit of meditation or say a habit of running in the morning. Good morning, folks. Now, how can one do meditation if two souls are here trying for your attention and another soul is leaving house going to school? You can hear the loud door closing noise. Now in my meditation I come up with some ideas like how to make a positive new habit, and I have got 10 pointers, and I thought about all the 10 pointers as I was meditating. So meditation doesn't mean that you have to be thoughtless. Meditation means you focus on one and only one thought. That can be your breathing, that can be focusing on your little toe, that can be focusing on a mantra, that can be focusing on a light, but preferably you should close your eyes and look slightly upwards towards your forehead in your mind. Your eyes are closed, and also put some earplugs on your ear. You don't want to hear external noise, and then focus on one thing. So today I was focusing on how one can change oneself. Now, getting rid of the negative habit is exactly same, but other way around. Whatever I'm saying here, do the opposite, is a letting go of a negative habit. And this is science-based, evidence-based, and this is something that we should all try to do if we want to make a new habit. Okay, I think you can go. Chini. So this is Chini, my daughter, inhuman, non-human. And this is Coffee. I think we should change your name. Coffee is like a monk, very calm and, like more of a serotonin guy. And this is an explorer, extremely high IQ. And she should be renamed Coffee, energetic. And he should be named Whiskey. Whiskey? Coffee? No? See? Always awake. Always. So I was making a habit of washing her eyes every day because of some kind of black mark, tear, whatever secretion. So my wife kept telling me, I keep forgetting. Then I said, fine, I will do it if you put a sheet on the kitchen table every morning. When I wake up, everything is clean, just that chini eyes wash. And sometimes she's forgetting to put it on the table and I'm not doing it. Even if I'm remembering, I'm not doing it because it is a deal. She will put it on, I will wash. And now it is getting easier and easier. And on the sheet, I'm writing 19th July done, 18th July done, 17th I forgot. I saw it, but I still couldn't do it. So any new habit will go through this phase of not becoming natural. So what are the thing? One is time and place, where you're going to do the habit and the place. So suppose I'm doing meditation in the morning. I'm sitting next to the wall in my home office. So that's the time and place. And when I'm going to do it, the problem is time is a bit vague. I said I will do it with my morning coffee. So when I drink my morning coffee, then I will do it, because coffee is something I will do it. It's an established habit. And that takes you to the point number 7, I call stacking your habit or trigger. So my meditation trigger is my coffee. Coffee is thinking, am I a trigger? So that's coffee. Hello, coffee. Yes. So am I the trigger? Sorry, what I'm going to say. So habit stacking. So you stack one new habit that you want to make on another habit. That's your trigger. So that's your time. So what time I'm going to do it depends on what trigger I'm linking it with. If it's a homecoming trigger, like I come home, I drop my stuff, I just immediately go for a 5-minute walk. So place, where I'm going to do it, this place, But at the final end point will be number 10, when it will be context independent, time-wise, context independent, place-wise. So even I'm in India, in Norway, there is no this office, but I will find a wall. And there is no this time concept. No, there is actually. I will start my day with coffee, but suppose there is no coffee available. Replaced with the hot water. So, okay, fine, no coffee. So I will do some hot water, and I will do my hot water meditation, and that's the time I'm linking. Next is environment. Make your trigger visible and easy to do. Suppose you want to learn ukulele, yeah? So where you should place your ukulele? In a place where you can see it every day. Okay, but that's not good enough. Seeing it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. You need to gamify it. So that's the fourth point. You need to make a game out of this new habit and attach a happiness, a pleasure to it. So what about, what's the pleasure? I'm drinking coffee, fine, that's a pleasure. So I linked my meditation with that. But meditation in itself makes you so rejuvenated. After 5 minutes, I say, hey Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes, starting now.
See, and you just have to sit your spine upright. I know that in this country, in Western world, very people can sit like this because the pelvic floor, the pelvic flexibility is gone, and that's causing a lot of bowel trouble and urine trouble and menorrhagia, heavy period, and pooping trouble. And most of my patients are having this problem. They cannot sit. They cannot do a Slavic squat. They cannot sit with their leg crossed. And Indian monks, they can sit in this posture for days. Okay, so that's a very good pelvic health. There is no other posture human can sit for more than few hours. Not even in a fancy chair like this. Okay, so this is a very healthy human posture. All right, so you have gamified it. You found a happiness trigger, so that can be the habit itself. And if the habit itself is initially not very attractive, like go for a run, very soon the run itself will be a happiness. But before it can be that, what do? You maybe say, I'll finish the run, I will call the person I love the most. If you're in a romantic relationship, something like that. If you're married for 23 years, that might not work for you. Okay. Now, team and track. What is team and tracking mean? That's point number 5. You have to track your habit. Okay. How do you track your habit? So suppose I go for a run every day. Yeah. So there's an app called Strava. When I go for a run, I will always take 2 pictures. Picture of sky, picture of dog, picture of flower, picture of anything. Sometimes picture of my own feet. And so if I go back, I see all the days I have run. And I'm naming the run 68, run 69, then 2 days no run 70, and all those pictures. Even if I go on the same route, make sure your habit is very simplified. I call it a micro habit. Point number 3. It has to be executed in 5 minutes or less. That's the starting point. So this is just to take away the friction, limbic friction. No, I can't do. I'm too tired. I don't have time. So this is here. What are the things that your monkey brain will tell you not to do the habit? So make it a micro habit and do it twice a day. Because rather than doing a 15-minute run, I would rather, when you're starting the habit, rather do 2 5-minute session, like 2 5-minute meditation, 2 5-minute push-up sessions, rather than a long. Yeah. So even if you're tired, can you give me 5 minutes? Yes, of course. Yeah. So you have got a time and place. You have got your environment sorted. It's visible and it's a trigger. You've got a micro habit. You make it stupidly simple. You make a start for 5 minutes, preferably do twice a day. Gamify it, put happiness and pleasure, team and tracking. So who is your team? The team who will say kudos. So whenever I do a good run, I get kudos from Strava app, other team members. Why? I'm doing it. What is a growth improvement? So why I'm doing it, we got a basic idea that if I read every day, if I save money, if I do meditation, etc. Okay, so that's called pandiculation. Can you see the stretch? That's a habit. Every time what happened? Now scratching habit. Yes, we need to scratch as well. Go. Sorry, Baba. Next is team. So, why? Point number 6. Why I'm doing this? Because of certain things. You need to be, you don't have to think about it every day, but growth is important, and growth comes from the tracking. So if you track, you see how fast you can run now compared to before. And then habit stacking, which I have already discussed. You have to stack one habit, like a toothbrush, to another habit. So whenever I brush my teeth, I will drop down to the floor and I will do 10 push-ups, something like that. Yeah. Now, next is daily is must, not twice a week. So you don't brush twice a week and then do a long toothbrush of the weekend. So in the beginning phase, when you're doing it, make it daily, but break it into 5 minutes, rather than I will do alternate day running or 3 days running. Run only 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So rather than a half an hour run, it is easy, particularly when you're in the beginning phase of the habit. What is the ultimate game is number 10, make it context independent and make it place independent. And there shouldn't be any friction that you are going to say this thing. I'm fatigued, it is in the mind. Time, oh, I don't have time, it's in the mind. Everybody got 5 minutes. No habit sleep compensation. That means if you can't do one day meditation, you forgot, you just couldn't do it, don't do twice next day. And lastly, no telling off. Don't tell yourself off that I'm a bad person, I don't have willpower. Everybody got willpower, everybody will fail, but that's fine. If you look back, so that's my timer going off. So I've been speaking all this stuff for 5 minutes. Hey Google, stop. That's a very good app, when you're sleeping and you don't want to switch on the light to see what time. I just ask Google, hey Google, what's the time now?
It's 7:33 a.m.
And in fact, hey Google is something, it's very important. You can put a hey Google thingy in your phone. Only thing is that you have to unlock your phone. So I have got one device that's always unlocked, and I use that for hey Google question, because I ask question to hey Google all the time. Hey Google, what's the weather today? Hey Google.
Looks like you don't.
Hey Google, what's the weather today?
Today in Dunmo, it'll be mostly sunny.
Hey Google. Hey Google, are you happy today?
We're chatting, so I'm happy.
See? It's human. Anyway, have a lovely day. Make a new habit. Make a habit of making habit. It's fun.